Welcome to Facts for Real videos. You set foot on the moon's surface. You definitely feel lighter here, which is odd. Since walking is easy, you decide to investigate your obsession. Jump upon the planet's natural satellite and you'll practically fly into the air despite your hefty spacesuit. Anyhow, you carry on your moon surface stroll. When you experience an odd feeling, the surface you are standing on it trembles so violently that it seems as though an earthquake just began on the moon. But that's just plain impossible, or is it? You've trusted your instincts this time. Moonquakes are a real thing. There are 4 different kinds of moonquakes that can be seen from a great distance. Deep moonquakes are taking place more than 430 miles beneath the surface. Then there are impacts from meteors. Thermoques happen as the morning sun shines. They happen when the frigid lunar crust spreads. The spacecraft following a deep freeze lunar night that lasted 2 weeks. Additionally, there are shallow moonquakes. On our planet, only these shallow earthquake-like phenomena exist. Moonquakes occur between 12 and 19 miles beneath the surface. And between 1972 and 1977, they are at their most potent and hazardous. 28 such moonquakes were recorded by the Apollo seismic network, some of which had magnitudes greater than 5 on Earth. Such an earthquake is powerful enough to shatter glass and lift shallow and heavy furniture. When compared to earthquakes, moonquakes endure far longer. Once they start, they can last for up to 10 minutes, similar to an earthquake on average. It usually lasts between 10 and 30 seconds. Shallow moonquakes are still a mystery to scientists, as is the exact location of their origin. They happen. One theory holds that moonquakes occur near the rims of sizable, relatively fresh craters that likely sag occasionally. It's noteworthy to note that there are other places outside the moon and Earth where earthquakes can occur. There have also been tremors, vibrations, and shocks in other parts of our solar system. Take Mercury, please. For instance, scientists recently discovered that the planet was contracting. And for this reason Venus appears to be so tectonically active. For specialists right now, the tectonic riddle that is this world. There are no tectonic plates on Venus, and there may never have been any. However, its surface is creased, flawed, and seen as. On the other hand, similar traits might have developed if it had tectonic plates. Due to many factors, such volcanic activity. However, scientists think they could detect Venus quakes even if we haven't seen any of them, considering that their vibration ripples through the planet's dense atmosphere. Now that Mars is seismically active, we can say with certainty that it is. After installing a seismometer on Mars' surface, NASA's lander was able to measure the planet's first earthquake in 2019. Thereafter, the lander continued to record earthquakes. However, they were so feeble that if they occurred on our planet, the oceanic background noise would entirely drown them out. However, a space body need not be a planet in order to have active tectonics. Consider Pluto. Geological activity is currently occurring on this minor planet in 2014. The New Horizon probe of NASA was transiting the Pluto system when it captured this dwarf planet's intricate geological features. Scientists came to the conclusion that Pluto might have earthquakes, or Pluto quakes, when the dwarf planet's icy crust freezes and thaws beneath its ocean of liquid water. Saturn's moons as well as Europa and Io, 2 of Jupiter's moons. Despite this, Titan and Enceladus both have significant geological activity. Due to their small size, they may have underground oceans, water plumes, and volcanoes. These interesting details about earthquakes that happen on our globe probably surprised you. One location on Earth accounts for a staggering 90% of all earthquakes. It is round and is known as the Ring of Fire. From New Zealand across the Pacific Ocean. To me, the path leading all the way to South America resembles a horseshoe. However, specialists assert that these are numerous. The region's abundance of volcanoes contributes to earthquakes. And the tectonic plate's ongoing movement, roughly half. Every year, there are 1 million earthquakes on Earth. However, many of them take place at great depths in the Earth's crust. And they can only be found by specialized equipment. We experience about 20% of earthquakes, but only 100 of them can be destructive. Chile experienced its strongest recorded earthquake in May 1960. It had a Richter scale magnitude of 9.5. At the time of the earthquake, it was truly catastrophic. Worldwide seismic waves were picked up and recorded by seismographs. As for the strongest earthquake that happened in the United States, it was 9.2 and happened in Alaska, by the way, and it shook the planet for several days. Alaska is one of the most seismically active regions in the globe, along with California, and the most earthquake-prone state in the United States. There is a magnitude 7 earthquake almost yearly there. A massive earthquake has the potential to reduce the duration of a day for the entire globe. According to NASA, really powerful earthquakes can move of our planet's axis and, naturally, alter the length of a day. As this change is measured in microseconds, you won't notice it. Furthermore, a microsecond is a millionth of a second. The 2004 9.1 magnitude earthquake in Sumatra is thought to have shortened the day by 6.8 microseconds. Not even the best today most of the time, experts can forecast an earthquake. Because earthquakes are caused by extremely deep subsurface mechanisms. However, people now know how to calculate a more accurate time range for when an earthquake might occur. Volcanic eruptions or, let's say, meteor strikes can cause earthquakes. However, the majority of them are brought on by the tectonic plate movements on our globe. There are 15 to 20 constantly moving objects on Earth's surface. Pressure on tectonic plates rises. When they move, this can cause the planet's crust to crack. San Francisco is advancing. Los Angeles in the present time. It moves at a rate of roughly 2 inches every year. That is occurring at the same rate that your fingernails grow. Because of the 750-mile continental fault, which is on both sides of the San Andreas Fault, are moving past one another via California in many million years. Before an earthquake occurs, lakes, ponds, and canals near Los Angeles and San Francisco will become slightly warmer and begin to smell. Most animals feel tectonic plate shifts because gases are emitted throughout the process. These indicators and alter their actions. For instance, prior to the 2009 earthquake in Italy, scientists noticed that toad populations virtually vanished. They did, however, return as soon as the natural calamity was finished, even after an earthquake. You may still notice water splashing about in your pool. There is no need to be concerned, this is a sage phenomenon. Long after the earthquake has passed, the water may continue to swirl. For instance, the University of Arizona pool lost some water due to an earthquake in Mexico. A significant earthquake started in Chile on February 27, 2010, which was 1,200 miles away. As a result, it registered an 8.8 on the Richter scale. In that area, the Earth's crust was dramatically torn, causing a city by the name of Concepcion to shift 10 feet to the west. The world's tallest mountain was created as a result of another earthquake. Everest is getting smaller by 1 inch. A magnitude 7.5 earthquake that occurred in 2015 caused some Himalayan mountains to shrink in size. The gigantic catfish called Namazu, which resided submerged in the mud beneath, used to be blamed by the Japanese for causing earthquakes. The fish in the Japanese islands would thrash around, producing seismic activity just like they did for the ancient Greeks. They were certain that there was a strong sea god. Poseidon smote the earth with his trident to cause earthquakes. According to Hindu mythology, 8 elephants held Earth in place when he was furious. They are each balanced on a gigantic's back. The turtle is perched atop the coils of a much larger snake, and if any of these creatures move, an earthquake happens. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends, or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the Facts for Real videos.